Hello there. This is Sampada Agarwal again. Welcome all to the 7th day of my Zentangle session. And yes, this style does look a little bit different. I ran out of my square tiles, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to introduce another product of Zentangle, and this is called a 3Z style tile rather. 3Z tile is nothing but it's an equilateral triangle, 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. Okay, so this is our regular square tile, and this is the, just to give you an idea of how big this tile is. Okay, so this triangular tile now is quite interesting because you can create mosaics out of it. When I say mosaic, you can put another triangle, another triangle, another triangle, and make designs out of that too. Anyway, that's for later. So here again, we are here to first of all be grateful and appreciate this opportunity. So thank you again for taking the time to join this session, and let's get started on the tangle that I have in mind. So this time I'm going to introduce you to a tangle called HOLLIBAUGH, and this is a very important tangle because it introduces a really great concept of drawing behind. So here again I am putting my date, and I'm putting the tangle that I'm going to use. And if I add any other tangles, I'll just go ahead and add them right there. So again, just like we did in the other tile, we will put one dot in each corner and connect them all to create a border. The border essentially just gives us a framework under which we want to draw, right? So once we do the dots and the border with the pencil, we put it away, and now is the time to either draw a string or you just tangle. So in this case, I'm going to use the tangle HOLLIBAUGH in this entire space. Okay, so let me begin. So the way HOLLIBAUGH works is you go ahead and assume that this is the area, this is the string, the triangle itself is the string. Then this is what we are going to do. We are going to draw a set of parallel lines to begin with, right? Then I will draw another set of parallel lines. This time, when I hit this one, I just assume that it is going on underneath it and continue my line. Again, I stop here, but then I continue. So this, you can see it looks like a flat stick lying with another flat stick lying underneath it, right? And this way we just continue. And I might change my mind and say, you know what, I just don't want my lines to be ramrod straight. Maybe I can just add a little curve to them. That's fine, I can do that. Again, I go ahead and draw a set of lines. Anytime I hit a bump, I just continue underneath it, like so. Here, let me add one more, maybe over here. This area kind of looks empty. So this is, you see how we are dividing the whole space up into smaller and smaller and smaller fragments, right? So this is what I'm doing here now. So this is HOLLIBAUGH, and it actually introduces to us a very, very important concept of drawing behind. Now I can also do something else, and this is quite interesting. I can just go ahead and connect these. I can connect these by just going ahead and adding them like so, right? I'm just closing all these areas up. If you don't want to do that, that's fine too. And now I end up with some smaller sections, right? Now I will just leave them be and go on into the shading aspect of it. So the first thing I can do, and you can almost see it's almost like there is a set of sticks that are lying around on the floor, and this is the floor, the background is the floor, right? And now every time there is a place where that those set of parallel lines are going underneath, we just add a little graphite there, and you will see what that does. This is going up, so we don't need that there. This is going down. This is going down. This one is going down too. And there you go. And now we just go ahead, take our blending stump or our tortillon. Oh, I missed it on this side. And there are so many ways you can draw HOLLIBAUGH. Missed here too. But this is one of the simpler ways. And see, just by darkening these areas, you kind of highlight the concept of something going under. See that? Such a beautiful way of learning how to shade. And now what happens to all this remaining areas? Well, one way to kind of do this is again shade it all down there, but maybe what we can do is we can go ahead and add some tipple. I'm just going to add some bigger tipple circles here. Right, I'm just adding, tipple is nothing but these orbs that we make, right? Now I can go ahead and fill the rest of the area up with smaller orbs. And you see how meditative and relaxing this can be. So just by changing the size of the orbs, we completely change the look and feel of it. So let's say I do it that way, and then I can simply go ahead and shade all of this up. So this is all kind of in the background, and I can simply highlight these orbs. The rest of it can be, see how beautifully three-dimensional this looks. It almost looks like a nest with eggs in them. And I'm going to do the same thing, and this is a beautiful way to practice relaxation. You see, this is a very small tile. You can create however complicated designs you want, patterns you want, tangles you want, or you can keep it fairly simple. So all I'm doing here is adding these really tiny orbs. So tangle called tipple. Very easy way to fill areas. And similarly, I will fill this entire area up, highlighting this single tipple orb. And just to kind of give some variety to this, we could just go ahead and not fill the rest of the areas up, but instead just shade them like this and say, I want to just go ahead and leave it like that. And that's fine too. But see how wonderful this pattern looks. Kind of like that pattern. I might just go ahead and add them on top of these. Typically you shade after you have done the inking, but you can always go back and say, you know what, I changed my mind. That's your prerogative as an artist. So there we go. That is what my tile is going to look like for today. And I could just simply add these again here. You can take your time and fill these in. And I'm going to leave you at this. I'll finish the tile later on and show it to you tomorrow. But this is how our HOLLIBAUGH tango has turned out to be. And of course we go ahead and initial this. I'm going to add my initial here. And you again hold it up, appreciate it, and there you go. That's our HOLLIBAUGH. So thank you again so much for joining me, for continuing this Zentangle journey with me, and I wish you a very peaceful rest of the day, evening, night, whatever time zone you are in. And thank you again, and I will hopefully catch up with you again tomorrow. Namaste. Thank you.